Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start this video by giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rucha, Kodash, the bonus of the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom, first and foremost, to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elected nation of Israel. This is Aratazah from the Great Millstone GMS Atlantic Camp once again. And I just want to do a video centered around this article that I have from RT.com or Russia Today. Excuse me. In the article headline, it reads, confronting Texas would be Biden's biggest mistake. State's top lawmaker. Then it says the U.S. government has demanded unrestricted access to the Mexican border, but Austin, which Austin, Texas, is refusing to comply. All right. So if you've been living under a rock, basically, there's a lot of, tension and a lot of conflict happening down on the southern border, where basically, these patriotic Edomites, which you got Texas, which is a red state, they're very, Texas is very conservative, and they're not with the, quote unquote, illegal immigrants, crossing over into America, and they're basically fighting against it. They're fighting against that, basically, the Biden administration just allowing them to come in at will. Basically, it's going to tell you in the article, but basically, this is causing friction and tension. All right, to where there's talks of a possible civil war. All right, where these Edomites, these red state Trump supporting, racist, all right, devils, basically, they basically they're ready to raise up arms, as far as his border is concerned, man. And you got, Biden. I think Biden is sending his, people down there to basically go at the National Guard. And it's, this thing could potentially get ugly, man. And like we was going into earlier, this is the, part of prophecy which speaks about how the, kingdom that's against itself cannot stand. And I'm roughly paraphrasing, but I'm gonna read a little bit from this article, and as always, try to get a couple of scriptures to bring out as well. All right, it says sending federal agents to confront the Texas National Guard on the Mexican border would be the biggest mistake U.S. President Joe Biden could make, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick told Fox News on Thursday. The Department of Homeland Security has demanded access to the border by the end of the day. All right, this is the U.S. Supreme Court on Monday ruled that federal agents could begin dismantling a razor wire fence installed by Texas along Eagle Pass, a popular crossing point for illegal immigrants entering the country. It says Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who installed the fence in 2021 and stationed National Guardsmen along the border to stem what he called an invasion, vowed to defy the ruling, arguing that President Joe Biden's administration has failed to enforce federal immigration law and that his duty to protect his constituents, for saying that right, supersedes any federal laws. See that? Yeah. So these devils, they're basically going to uphold that Constitution. All right. They're willing to basically go against Joe Biden. All right. You got other governors from other states that are backing Greg Abbott. All right. It says this is from the other guy. It says if they come down and create a situation, all of America already knows now, and they will clearly see that the Democrats are willing to take on a state that is operating under our constitutional right to protect our people and protect this country, Patrick added. All right, let's see. Let's skip down here. Well, that's pretty much the article. Yeah, let's go down to the bottom. Actually, it says, no, Slocky. Let me keep reading. It said they're trying to make this a fight This is Patrick told Ingram. We're trying to protect our border. We're trying to protect American lives and Texas lives. And it says some 25 Republican governors, this department to get issued a joint statement of solidarity with Abbott on Thursday. We stand in solidarity with our fellow governor, Greg Abbott, in the state of Texas in utilizing every tool and strategy, including razor wire fences, to secure the border, the letter read. We do it in part because the Biden administration is refusing to enforce immigration laws already on the books and is illegally allowing mass parole across America of migrants who entered our country illegally. So that's the point I wanted to hit. I was kind of jumping the gun, but yeah. So what it's doing is it's causing a division. All right, you got these governors, and you got a certain sect of Americans that are basically rebelling or going against what Biden is pushing these damn Democrats. All right, and what does the scripture say? As I quoted earlier, a kingdom divided against itself, and it could potentially get violent. It could actually be some gunfire involved, man, because they ain't going down there to talk. All right, so we'll have to keep our eye on it, man, just to see what how this thing plays out. And like the brother pointed out, it's very funny how they got a movie called Civil War that's coming out, I think, in April. So that is very interesting how that all kind of lines up, man. All right. So this is Mark chapter 3, and I think it's verse 24. Okay, Mark 3:24. It says, "And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand." Right. So that's basically what you're seeing on a particular level, is that this kingdom, which is America, is divided. You got some other governors and people that want to enforce the laws that's on the books as far as immigration. But then you got the Biden administration that's not enforcing that. They just leaving, so-called leaving the border wide open, in these red state patriotic red, red, white and blue Edomites. They don't like that, so they taking matters into their own hands, man. And again, it could potentially, and more likely, it will become a situation that'll reach a level to where, it'll get serious, man. But that's the scripture. That's how you know this place is on its way out. Okay. 24 again. If a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And all right, we know that America is prophesied in the scriptures, and it's not going to stand for much longer. Okay, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Right. We in Esau's house right now. All right, Babylon the Great, which is America. All right. This is his basically home base, so to speak. And it's divided, man. And then it says 26, it says, "And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but had an end." All right. Yeah, we at the end of this man's kingdom. So yes, let these these mother effers, let these Edomites and these devils go head to head, and let them, shoot it out, fighting over a damn border or whatever. It's going to escalate to something much greater, which is just another sign, again, that this, as it says, but had an end. This place is that we at the end of this man's rulership. All right. That was the point on that. Let's get probably get one more. This was like kind of like impromptu, quick hit type of video. All right, Isaiah, the 19th chapter, I believe. All right, and we're going to start at verse 1. Right, message to Egypt, which the modern day Egypt is America. His brothers bring out time and time again. All right, Egypt, I believe, means double straits. All right, double straits. When also Egypt is synonymous with bondage or slavery. All right, and America was a place of bondage for our people, the Israelites. So it's the same thing all over again. But as Isaiah 19 verse 1, it reads, "The burden of Egypt But when you go in that word burden, I believe it means basically prophecy, the prophecy of Egypt or of America. That's what Egypt is today. But so in Revelations 11, verse 8, it says, "Behold, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua rideth upon a swift cloud." The cloud's talking about a chariot, so-called UFO. And it's swift, meaning it's fast, it's quick. It says, and shall come into Egypt. All right, this is where the Lord's gonna come. All right, the Lord as well as the rest of the angels. As it says in Revelations 1-7, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him." All right, he going the chariots they're gonna be all over the earth, but they mainly going to the main target is America. All right, it says, "And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it." Yeah, so this place is coming down. All right, all the strongholds or the idols, the heart, meaning the mind, the spirit of this place is going to be brought down when the Lord comes. All right, here's the point. Verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." And that's what's happening. So in modern terms, it could say, "I will set the Americans against the Americans." Okay, you got the red state Americans or Edomites mainly going against the liberal blue state type of Edomite. All right, or you got the these different governors in these different states that's as I said in the article that's backing Texas. They going against Biden and his administration. They all Edomites in the day, all Americans. And it says, "And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor." Excuse me, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. That's what you're seeing right now. All right, with the whole border crisis, that's just one example. See, so there's prophecy. This is part of the downfall of America, which is the modern day Egypt. Okay, so yeah, like brother's saying, it's good to keep an eye on this to see how this plays out and how the Lord allows it to escalate, and we'll see. All right, because these devils, man, these patriotic, and then it's also an election year too. But these devils are on edge, man. All right, there you go, right there. They got some images here, I guess. Yeah, it's another article. Oh, I guess that picture was another article. Civil War 2.0. What's behind the latest escalation between Washington and Texas? The feud over the U.S. border crisis has become a test of whether a state can defy the federal government to protect itself. Yeah, this place is finished, man. America is finished. It's divided. Okay, you got you know what I mean? You got the the so-called Mexicans with the tribe of Issachar coming here. And it's basically the Edomites, they don't like it, but hey, that's the Lord's plan to basically rev this thing up, man, and basically how devils going at each other, so yeah, man, that's just another article there, but that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to do a quick impromptu, all right, on this story, and if anything else pops up, whatever news or whatever, we'll do the videos on it, Lord willingly, and bring out the scriptures. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, like I said, just a quick impromptu. All right, giving our praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Ruchak Wadash, and Lord willingly to the next lesson or video, we're gonna say Shalom.